Welcome back to the farmstead. Today is a fun day. We are making peach and pepper jelly, peach jelly, and pepper jelly. And boy, are they yummy. Now, we're using the peach juice that we made a couple weeks ago and we put into the freezer for safekeeping. And the peppers have come from our local farmers market, which opened on this day. I'm so glad to see that our local farmers are having a fantastic year. While the rain has bothered all of us to some degree, these guys have done an incredible job of raising some fantastic looking produce, and it tastes good too. So we're going to split this up into 3 videos. I think that way it'll be a little easier to find exactly the ones that you want. So the first one is going to be peach and pepper. The second one is going to be peach. And the third one is pepper jelly. Now this is a sweet, spicy pepper jelly. We have lots of bell peppers, lots of jalapenos in there. And it smells so good. And with cream cheese and crackers, So, let's get started. The first thing we did that morning was go to the farmer's market. Let's go. Morning.
Morning.
Okay, that'll be.
And then my pickled stuff, my asparagus, whatever this is called.
Yeah, this is the booth for her then. So you can see something she likes.
Morning. Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Do you have any bell peppers yet?
I got one.
One? Well, I'll take it with some of the jalapenos. How about that?
But I don't know what happened to
How have you been?
That'll do me today.
That'll be $10. 10, thank you.
Thanks.
You have a good one.
You too.
Yeah. I'm glad you got something you can do.
So we're going to start today with peach and pepper jelly. Now I've got 10 fresh jalapenos and red bell pepper and a green bell pepper. We are going to cut these up. We're going to take out all the seeds, and then we are going to chop them in the food processor, kind of puree them. For jalapenos, we need protection, especially if you wear contacts. Trust me on this. Cut the top, get a spoon, cut them in half. I'm going to use my spoon to scrape out the insides. Got my compost bowl. Just like that. Easy peasy. so I've got my peppers ready. I've got my food processor. I've got a bowl with a sieve. We're going to put those in there and drain off all the juice before we mix it with all of our other ingredients. So we're going to put these in here. I've got my chopping blade, and we're going to chop these up pretty fine. If you don't have 100% of the seeds out, it's not the end of the world. We know it's pepper jelly and peppers have seeds. It'll be okay. You'd be surprised how much juice actually comes off these peppers. Okay, so while those are draining, I'm going to chop up my peaches. Now, these were peaches that we chopped up a couple weeks ago and we froze them, and I've just put them into chunks. So I'm going to chop them up, and we're going to strain them too. Because in this recipe we want the goodness of the peaches and the peppers, but the juice will dilute the pectin and we don't want that. Okay, trash. It might be dying. Okay, so we've got our peaches chopped up. I'm going to find them something to strain in. Coffee filter. which we already have out of the peppers. All right, we're gonna let those sit and do their thing for a few minutes while we get the rest of our things together. All right, so I have my big enamel cast iron pot that I always make jelly in. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend it. It is so easy to clean. As you can see, I have made lots and lots of jelly in this pan. All right, so we're going to add, let me find my recipe. Okay, so we're gonna add vinegar. We need 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Okay. We're going to add the sugar, which is 5 cups of sugar. Okay. We're going to add the peaches. We have 4 cups of the chopped peaches. And our peppers. Look how much juice came off those peppers. Just amazing. How much juice. All right, in we go. Probably hear my dishwasher down here because I have to keep it going on these days. We'll turn it off for a minute. Okay, so we got everything together. We're going to turn it on. I'm turn it on low to start with. Get it all mixed up good. I'm going to mix this up good, and then I'm going to go back to using my spatula. I don't always like using a metal spoon when you have vinegar involved. But, all right, there we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? All right, now we are going to bring this to the boil, and we're going to cook it for 10 minutes over medium heat, and we're going to spoon off the foam as it comes to the top. And in the meantime, I'm going to get my water bath canner filled up and heating with our jelly jars. So they will be ready when we are. All right, so here we are at the end of our 10 minutes. It smells amazing. We have skimmed quite a bit of the scum off the top, and it just looks wonderful. Now at this point, we're going to add 1 package of powdered pectin. We're going to stir that in and cook it for 1 more minute. Then we'll take it off the heat and get it into jars. We've got some bigger chunks of our peaches that didn't get chopped up, but that's okay. That'll be a treat. Oh, smells fantastic. Oh, yummy. Okay, I'm gonna start with 6 half pints because I feel like a lot of people will eat this maybe on a special occasion or for snacking and not like every morning for breakfast. So we're gonna start with 6. I have plenty more in the canner if we need them. These are nice and hot. We got hot product, we want hot jars, hot water to put them in. And I'm gonna fill these to within about a 1/4 inch of the top. I'm gonna spread out some of these bigger pieces into the different ones. And 1/4 inch to the top is just about 2 of my scoops here. I've learned that over the years. And this is nice and sticky, so we're gonna have to be sure and wipe off our rims before we put our lids on. That one might be a little full. Yep, scoop a little of that out. Let's get the rest of them there. This is a nice big batch. Let's get a couple more out. Scoop a little over into its neighbor here. There we go. Perfect. One thing I love about this enameled pan is it is so easy to clean up. Once I'm done spooning these, I'll set it in the sink, and it takes just a minute to wash it out, and it's ready for the next batch. It's perfect for making jelly. Alright, so we've got a little bit left. Let me get a little bowl out here. Spoon it into my bowl. And we'll give this a taste test on crackers after a while. Nobody will mind that a bit. Alright, so we'll set this down in my sink. Some hot water in it. And that'll start getting ready for the next batch. Put that in there. Alright, now because I want my lids. Okay, now I want to make sure that my lids seal well. So I have got some white vinegar. I'm going to take some paper towel and I'm going to wipe the rims really well. It is so disappointing when you go to all this work and then they don't seal. Well, it's not disappointing in the fact that you have to eat it right away, but several of them don't seal. That could be a problem. So I'm wiping my rims. Change paper towel every once in a while. Make sure it's nice and wet. And I wipe the top of the rim and down the side just a little bit. same time. Hot. Okay, I'm gonna switch paper towels. Don't want to be putting any back on. Okay, and I got my lids over here in a pot of warm water. Now I understand that this is not a necessary step any longer. You just have to heat your rims and your rings and lids, but it makes me feel better. Makes me feel like they seal better. It's got a little much in it. Let's take some of that out. Put it over there in our snack bowl. Wipe our rim just in case. But warming my lids before putting them on just makes me feel better, and so I do it. When I'm water bath canning, not pressure canning. Okay, rings. Fresh batch of clean rings. Uh-oh, they went flying. Somebody got one? All right. Okay, back in the canner. I've got a couple of empty jars in there, but I'm gonna leave those in there. Won't hurt a thing, and kind of help support these. I've got at least 1 inch of water covering them. One of these out. Now I'm going to put my lid back on here, and I'm going to watch. And this is not when you start your 10-minute countdown. You start your 10-minute countdown when it starts boiling. So put the lid on it. Once it starts boiling, I'll set my 10-minute timer. Here we go. Peach and pepper jelly. If you have never had it, you have got to try it. It is fantastic. Any kind of crackers, a little bit of cream cheese, just the right amount of sweet, just the right amount of heat. It's a good thing.